think I'd stop here. You kind of look at this old abandoned place here. It's kind of behind me to the right behind here. This was actually at one point in time was Carter's Lumber. It was like a lumber store slash hardware store type thing. It's about 4 miles north of Mercer. Before that, it was actually Z&L Lumber. And right behind it's actually road tracks where they used to deliver lumber. But the reason I stopped here is kind of a little remembrance. You look through if you can see through the trees there a little bit, you'll see what remains of a fallen down house. It's actually top of a hill. It's a old farmhouse, and in the 80s, I was living in there with a family. And my fact, I can actually make out an old maple tree that's towards the back there that I used to play around. And you look right over in here. Actually, growing up, it was an old driveway. We went right up to State Hill, and we used to have mailboxes right on the edge of the driveway there. The lines going back, they weren't there. There's actually a house was built back in the woods. There's actually a long driveway. It goes from the house, back of the house, out to a side street. And yeah, that's a little bit of a history piece, and it's just a sad thing to see the house is actually falling down. It was actually a duplex, so it was a part of the house went from east to west, and a piece of the house went to north and south. I actually lived in a piece that was going east to west as a teenager. And there was an old barn that was tore down in the mid 80s. It was right about in there towards the back that way. My dad had that with basically most of the lawn going down to the hill a little bit was all garden. In fact, I probably could get on the property because they don't allow anybody on the property right now. The guy's a butthead. But this is a group of trees right here. Go down about 10 feet along through there. There's horseradish actually growing in there. My dad planted year before we moved out, and you gotta wait 2-3 years, maybe 4 years before it'll harvest anything. So it was like a thing. We had our own garden and everything. Right there's the driveway comes down through. That old tree is actually where the bus stop used to be. That was many years ago. Back in the 80s, like I said, I used to stomp all these woods around here. Used to trap them, hunt them. A lot of times, just walk. Where I want them to go, it should be just in the end of here. It's even all grown up. It's actually a game lands right there. This section of the woods is actually game lands. But yeah. It's all grown up now.